the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Mark the flag. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on. Check. Fresno.
Now a give left side to Falk. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep it up. Check.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, man open, that's Marcus Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We're ready. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, South. What's the block?
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Ryan. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson to the right side to Eric Ebron. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it because, to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready! Ready! 58 Mike. I got you! I got you! Wait! Wait! 58 Mike.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ben Banogu with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check. Check out.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, 29 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
And they will run it with Michel. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 59, ready. 11. Check 43. Smooth. Mike 51. We got it. Go. Mike 51.
Ryan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jackson on first down. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
49, check 49, check 49. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson from the shotgun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Farmer. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Falk. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Sure, go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Ryan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You got it.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Just the outlaw. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
And the Colts first down.
Ready? Go 58 to Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe. Put it to set cover. Put it to set cover.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They begin with Michel on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
58's the Mike. Check. Coming in.
To throw is Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. 21. Get up.
On first down, Ryan. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Bravo.
Hey, we are.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Go 58. Five. Go. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Got his man. That's Harry. 21 yards there on third down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
20.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Play action, Ryan. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 99.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Target, 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 target. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. On the ball. Mike 52, Mike 52. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Flushed out right. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The quick slant caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ronald Jones, 99 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score, Colts 42.